Hello, good morning. I am Adrian Camacho and I am the second reporter of the instructional design model in Lesson 8. So, what is backward design? By Wiggins and McT. So, when using the backward design approach, instructional design, teacher consider the learning goals of the course first before planning this assessment. When teacher plan how the student will engage with the content through interesting learning experience, this type of planning make backward design as much more intentional approach to course design than traditional method of design. So, backward design is a framework for designing courses and learning experiences that focuses on outcomes instead of content. So, backward design is a way of planning lesson by first thinking about what students should learn, then deciding how to check their learning, and finally planning activities to help them learn. So, there are three steps of backward design. First is identify desired results. So, the teacher decide what students should know and be able to do by the end of the lesson. So, number two is determine acceptable evidence. So, next, the teacher plans how to check if students have learned what they were supposed to learn. So, to determine the student is dapat magpakwista if the student should learn the lesson. So, number 3 is the plan learning experiences and instruction. So, the teacher design activities, lesson, and assignment that will help student reach the learning goals. So, the end of the lesson is maghatag yapon ta og assignment para ma-learn pa jud nila maayo ang lesson. So, next is the Dick and Carey model. So, the Dick and Carey model, instructional design model or the systems approach model is a concern with the step in planning instruction. So, the Dick and Carey model is also known as systems approach model in comprehensive instructional design framework that outlines a systematic process for developing effective learning materials, emphasizing a detailed analysis of learning needs, clear performance objectives, and ongoing evaluation throughout the design process. Typically consists of 9 case steps of ensure aligned instructional and assessment. So, additionally, the Dick and Carey model is step-by-step way to plan and improve lesson and helps teacher create effective learning experiences by focusing on goals, tests, and material. So, there are 9 stages of Dick and Carey model. So, stage 1, the instructional goal. So, instructional goal is the teachers decide what students should learn. Example, a math teacher wants students to learn how to solve multiplications problem. So, stage 2, the instructional analysis. So, instructional analysis is example is dapat mag-start ta sa basic like number before ta mag proceed sa multiplication. So, stage 3, the entry behavior and learner characteristics. So, the teachers check what student already known under learning style. Example, the teachers give a short quiz to see if student already understand the basic addition and subtraction. So, dapat gina-check din nato ang atong student if kabalo na ba sila sa addition and subtraction before ta mag-proceed gyapon sa multiplication. So, magpa-quiz ba. So, stage 4, the performance objectives. So, the teachers creates clear goals that show what student most able to do. Example, by the end of the lesson, student will correctly solve 5 multiplication problem. So, by the end of the lesson is dapat paansero na to ang bata biskan mga 5 lang about sa multiplication. So, stage 5. The criterion reference test items. So, the teacher create a test or activity to check if student learn the lesson. Example, the students complete a worksheet with multiplication problem. So, maghimo jud ta og paano ka ng answeranan about sa multiplication if our student if they learn about the multiplication. So, stage 6, the instructional strategy. So, instructional strategies, the teachers decide how to teach the lessons. Example, the teacher use flashcard, group activities, and multiplication song to make learning fun. So, ang instructional strategy is if magpa-kuan ra ba ta, magpa-video ra ba ta, or kita jud ang mag-discuss or magtudlo sa students mo ang instructional strategy. So, stage 7, instructional materials. The teachers prepare worksheet, books, or online tools for learning. So, example, the teacher print a multiplication tables and provide an educational games. So, stage 8, the formative evaluation. So, ang formative evaluation is the teacher checks students' progress during the lessons and make adjustment if needed. Example, the teacher give a student a short practice test of review and any mistake together. So, stage 9, the summative evaluation. So, there na. So, at the end, the teachers give final test or projects to see if students reach the learning goals. Example, student take a quiz with multiplications, problems, and the teachers checks their answer. So, why we use the dig and carry models? So, it helps teachers organize lessons clearly and ensures students build knowledge step by step. So, lastly, the Azure model by Heinrich Molenda, Russell, and Smaldino. So, the Azure model was developed by Heinrich Molenda, Russell, and Smaldino in 1999 and is an instructional model for planning a lesson and the technology that will enhance it. The letters in Azure form an acronym. So, the Azure model is an instructional system or guideline that teacher can use to develop lesson plan which integrate the use of technology and media. And Azure model is a step-by-step gyapon siya for method for planning lesson that use technology and media. It helps teachers create effective and engaging lessons by focusing on students' needs and choosing the right teaching tools and improving lesson based on feedback. So, ang Azure is acronym na siya. So, ang A is analyze the learners. Ang S is state the objectives. And another S is the select method, media, or materials. And U stand for utilize media and materials. Then, R is require learners' participation. And lastly is the E, evaluate and revise. So, what is the step 1 is the analyze the learner. So analyze the learner. Who are our students? Who are their needs? And what are their learning style? So teachers first learn what about the students. So what they already know and their learning styles and their needs. So a teachers notice notices that some students learn better by watching videos, and while others is prefer niya mag reading. Then step 2 and step 2 state the objectives. So the specific objective should be the focuses on in individual lessons, and students should be informed of these objectives at the beginning of the class. So the state objective is the teacher sets clear learning goals and tell student what they will learn. So example, by the end of the lesson, student will be able to name and describe 3 types of volcanoes. So step 3, the select method, media or materials. So select method, media or materials. The teacher choose the best way to teach, such as videos, book, or interactive games. Example, that the teacher decides to use combination of a science video, textbook, and hands-on experiments with baking soda and vinegar. So mauna. So step 4, the utilize media and materials. So in this step, this lesson is taught and the media and material are implemented. So the teachers teach the lesson using the chosen material. So nakapanasig material. So example, the teachers play the video explain volcano types of using a diagram and demonstrate the volcano experiment. So step 5. Step 5. So step 5. Require learners' participation. Students find learning more meaningful when they are actively involved in learning process. So students should be active involved in learning, not just listening. Example, students work in a group to create a poster about healthy eating. So number 6. Evaluate and revise. Teachers should constantly evaluate their own teaching and the students' learning and make any revisions required for the next lesson. So the teacher check if the lesson was effective and make improvement for next time. So after seeing students struggle with a worksheet, the teacher decide to use an easier one in the next time. So if nakita sa teacher ang student nga naglisod siya sa iyang the way mag-deliver ang teacher sa lesson is sunod nga lesson is ipa-easy na lang niya para makasabay ang student. So why we use Azure model? So we use Azure model is to make learning more effective, and by choosing the right methods and materials and effective for students. And that's all.